broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, Minority Report fans, and we are back with another episode. We are looking at episode 4, Fredi, and with me I have my wonderful panel, Cameron Penny.
Hey, what's going on? Great show tonight, ready to get into the debate.
And what's your Twitter?
Oh, at Cameron Penny _
Richard III.
Hi everybody, it's Howard.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God, we
It's okay.
just talked about this.
It's alright. Hey everybody, it's Howard III. My Twitter is at Howard III. That's Howard 3RD.
Nino Llanera.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Well, I'm 3 for 4 today.
After we just talked about it.
Yes, we did. I can't see the future or the past, evidently. I'm Katie Cullen. You can find me on Twitter at Kiaxet. That's KIAXET. We're also monitoring the Twitter hashtag. That is ABTVMReport. We unfortunately cannot look at the live chat tonight. None of us have a device that's capable of that right now. So,
The internet's not doing so well over here.
yeah, the internet is not super fond of us. So let's
week.
kill the music and swing into the episode. We open with Arthur. Oh my God, what is it with this show and opening on crazy scenes?
I was the best part of this episode today. I love any series that opens up hot and heavy. If y'all keep doing that, maybe you get your ratings up.
Oh.
We open on Arthur getting it, and then getting.
And then getting
can
stopped.
I say this on air? Cock blocked.
Yes.
Oh,
totally.
yeah, exactly.
By his brother,
Call
who
first.
still somehow does not understand social cues.
Yes, he doesn't.
He learns in this episode, as we see, though.
He got sassy in this episode. I rather enjoyed it.
But definitely not that first scene.
Yeah, no.
Total cock block.
Oh, like in case the audience has forgotten, we need to talk about Agatha's vision and whether or not Vega's a part of it. Like, no, the audience hasn't forgotten.
Right.
Like, no. Let's move on. And we have the first official day of the Hawkeye program working with the police. And I love this little back and forth between Vega and Blake about, I know it's hard after all our time together. Not as hard as all of our time together.
I think there's some chemistry there. They might have got it popping before.
We said that in week 1, didn't we?
Because he looked at her and watch, that's going to come out. If they make it to the rest of the season, they're going to see they have some sexual things going on.
I have this feeling that there was a backstory between Vega and Wilmer Valderrama. I can't remember his name.
Would you say Blake, right?
Blake.
Like,
But yes, maybe. You know.
yeah, I have this thing for writing down names, but I evidently don't always get them right.
It's okay.
What I love is that we get another vision, and we get a little bit of backstory on Wally and a little bit of backstory on Aquila. Evidently, Wally, the person who's been helping them out, made his living by creating a gaming app that looks like it's one of those, not World of Warcraft. What's the World at War one that has all the really terrible commercials on right now?
Oh, with the girl?
Game of Thrones?
No, it's
Game of War, Game of something.
Game of something.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
One of those kinds of apps. And that the markings on Aquila's face that we couldn't figure out are evidently tattoos to fool facial recognition cameras.
Key.
That is awesome!
That is pretty cool.
She pulled a Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that was.
I thought this was like
To a
some,
purpose.
genetic birthmark that was happening in the future.
They threw that in there.
Wrong.
I figured it was just a very interesting makeup decision.
Right. Very true.
But
She's against the system, for sure.
and that speaks something to her backstory, because why would she need to do that? All of these characters have layers, and I want more.
Right.
And we have our fun little vision, and that is essentially, at the moment, we think that the murderer is Cayman Bello, a philanthropist.
The Bello
and
family.
A spoiled rich boy after his parents pass away. And it's this kind of thing where, living in or around Hollywood, you look at these people and go, yeah.
It's funny because socially everything's the same in the future.
It really is.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has really moved. And you even saw that as we're going to talk about the party later on. But it looks like something we would see now, just with a little bit more high-tech energy.
That's pretty much what the future will be. It'll just be more tech. People will still be idiots in the future, for sure.
I think
Well, yeah, you can't
Sadly.
fix people. The 1% is still untouchable because, yay. And in crashing his party to see whether or not this vision comes true, to find clues, etc., we run into Fredi, our titular character for this episode.
Fredi.
Cute girl.
She is. She's kind of sweet and adorable, and she and Dash just hit it off, and, you know, it immediately sets off alarm bells when you're watching a crime procedural. Like, nope, no, this is bad.
Why did I feel like a proud dad though when Dash started talking to her and started flirting back and forth and kind of let the anxiety go and was kind of going for it? I was like, yeah, you go, man.
Yeah. He was very comfortable and just a people person, and I like that. I want Dash to win. I'll be fine.
We all want Dash to win.
Mine's true love.
Oh, yeah. But I'm trying to figure out if she really was into him or if she just kind of wanted backup or wanted another person. And hey, it turns out he had connections to get past security. So
True.
I think it was a little bit of both. I
Yeah.
think he has a little bit of dorkiness, and you know, he was naive, and she did take advantage of that. But it was a little bit of both. I think once she found out his power, he could actually do things for her. Then she kind of ran with it.
And then at the end, we still kind of, it's not really clear to us if or not she was just there for the proof and for the access, because it looked like there was a little bit of chemistry at the end.
do we think she'll be back?
I think
Yes.
so. I wrote that in my notes.
Really?
Hey,
Yes.
did she take his virginity?
Oh my gosh. That's right. They got him. But no, I say oh my gosh because
Did we fade to black there, or did we just kind of cut away?
I don't know. They came back. They both was in their drawers.
no, but I wrote something in here. I was like, wait, was Vega watching?
No.
Because Vega
was she?
Because she was
she
at the
might have been.
screen
She
right
said
after.
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And she said, I heard you, Dash. I heard your conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how much were you listening? How much were you looking?
Let me hear your body talk. Should we have started with physical?
We kind of did in the beginning.
Hey, that's how they started the
Wrong
episode off, for sure.
Hilarious.
Because that's obviously the linchpins of this episode.
Yes.
It's just people failing to have sex.
Yes.
multiple times.
Pretty much.
How sad. Okay. Anyways.
So
Let's talk about her in general. We find out that she has a sister who's passed away, whose name is Allison. And for those of you who watch me on the Red vs. Blue after show, you better believe I had a reaction to that. With the, I just want Allison to be remembered. Oh God, I'm dying. And if you don't watch Red vs. Blue, it means nothing. And evidently her sister was college roommates with these people, was friends with them, and died of a drug overdose. They all went out to the beach to have a good time. She was given a lot of drugs by Cayman, and then they panicked when she OD'd and left her there to die.
And she was just trying to fit in. Once again, society is still the same in
Pressure,
2065.
pressure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and we had this last week talking about Hawkeye, and the week before that talking about awkward bartenders, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that this show is really good at taking a mirror and going, we have a bit of a future finish, but look at yourself, society.
Exactly.
Look,
Yeah.
this is you.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the latter, and that's a good thing.
Recognize it, people. Recognize it.
Yeah. So she says she wants proof. She wants to prove that he was there, that he was at the scene of the crime, that he was responsible. And Dash goes with it because Dash has the background of, yeah, I've seen a lot of this go down. Proving it instead of arresting them beforehand. Let's do that.
Right.
And as it turns out, that's really not the case because she sure did kill a man, and I'm trying to find his name in my notes.
I feel bad though.
Matt Hildebrandt.
Hildebrand, there you go. I feel bad though. Can you blame her for her craziness? For what happened? I mean, granted, you shouldn't be killing anybody.
Not everyone
you shouldn't be
turns to
killing people.
homicide.
Exactly. No one killing people, but I get her emotions and kind of her want to
Yeah.
find the truth. Maybe this is a little drastic. No, it was drastic.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. Once she found out she had the proof and she could prove it, then
The
she should have.
proof, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she should have did something about it. But the murder thing was a little bit too much. But he let her get away.
Well, she never had the proof.
Yeah, she never had.
Well, she knew something.
She knew something, but it just wasn't. It wasn't
Yeah, right,
physical,
she did say
tangible
that.
enough to bring to the cops or whatnot.
And they talked about how his lawyers had gone through and scrubbed. They changed all the idents. They changed
Right.
almost everything.
Yeah.
So they couldn't place him at the crime.
Those are
Except
some
for
good lawyers.
evidently his Pandora subscription.
Big Brother is everywhere in the future. Okay.
Well, we do this now. You pull open SoundHound to figure out what a song is, and SoundHound's like, "Oh, can we use your geographical? Great,
Yeah, that's
cool.
true.
Yeah.
So you're here, and also this is the song you were looking for." Like, this is not an unusual thing.
Oh, it's happening now.
Right.
Definitely.
I laugh because the things I ask Suri, I do some things just for fun, just to ask Suri to see what she's gonna say.
You ever asked her to divide by 0?
I haven't. What does
It's
that say?
so funny. She yells at you.
I totally want to say it right now, but I know it's gonna be wrong. Like, so I'm gonna check it after the show. But
Yeah.
I think about that now as the episode went and they were able to connect him to into the Cape and that he was there because of his radio player Pandora or whatnot. But I can just imagine what people are thinking when they look at our our logs in for Siri, for Google or whatnot.
Yeah.
Just for the random stuff you kind of just look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I look at anything crazy, okay, y'all. I'm just saying.
I mean,
It's okay. You don't have to lie to us.
Right,
It's all right. We won't judge you.
if you find Pornhub on my phone, it wasn't me.
We're back to
And there we go.
We're back to it.
I do NaNoWriMo every month, which is National Novel Writers Month, and there's just this ingoing joke amongst anyone who's a writer that's like, yeah, if they ever look at my search history, I'm gonna look like a crazy person. And even just for Z Nation yesterday, because if something came up, it was like, Google the symptoms of anthrax.
Right.
Wait a minute. I'm on a watch list now, aren't I?
You will not be flying next month if you're going somewhere.
Well, next month is Thanksgiving, so that's gonna be a problem.
So, where
But
are we?
yeah, evidently, not only did he connect to this streaming service here, but they connected 5 other people, including Allison.
Yeah.
Busted.
So-
That's pretty cool.
And no one thought to think of that in however many 2 years. In 2 years, nobody
years.
thought of that.
Yeah.
Because she was too crazy trying to find her way to plot a way to make sure that she got a vengeance.
Oh, I was thinking of both police and lawyers.
Oh, that's true, because they did
Yeah.
investigate this beforehand.
And no one found that. Well, we didn't have Akila on the case, and obviously she is like technology god.
Yes,
With
she
an
is.
awesome tattoo on her face.
Yes.
I absolutely adore her so much. And we also find out that, Fredi's been lying the entire time. Allison's last name is Kerrigan, and Fredi's name is Frederica, and she went by Ricky.
Frederica.
And that, again, I'm kind of lost on this. Like, you applied for a job, and you have to do your full legal name for that, and no one picked up on...
Well, you saw
It is Cayman.
Right, well, but you did see, though, that when they checked out her background check, there was nothing.
They couldn't find
They
anything.
couldn't find too much. I wonder if she went back and, kind of cut things out to make sure that security clearance for her was going to be all set and good so she could find out.
She
what's
already
up
had
with
one
this.
body already.
Yeah. Well, she'd talk to someone like Arthur, maybe, and instead of getting a new identity, just had them sanitize her current one. Mm-hmm. But yes, I just had the guy's name, and there it is, Matt Hildebrand. Names tonight. He was evidently another one of the people at the Cape. She went to go visit him in rehab, and then he died of a drug overdose, and it was ruled a suicide, which is super suspicious any which way you cut it, and especially with this sort of context, is pretty bad.
It meshed together so well. As I just thought about it right now. Why didn't I process that he died of an overdose?
Yeah.
She did that to him, and her sister died. Sorry, slow moment. That just came up right now.
It also makes sense that it would be something that happened in rehab.
Right.
Like, if
Oh, I
someone
know.
dies of a stab wound in rehab, it's a murder. But if they OD, well, they fell off the wagon really, really hard
Yes.
in a controlled area.
Or if they're found hanging in there, it could be, suicide too.
Super dark, but also
Sorry.
true.
Yeah, no, that was supposed to be it's all good. Somebody will get it.
The ups and downs of our panel right now, like what we're talking about from porn. So, y'all better
Porn
enjoy this panel.
Porn and death. That is this show, ladies and gentlemen. Porn and death.
Oh my gosh.
So can we talk about Dash getting along with Fredi? Can we talk about some of the stuff he just says in this episode?
I was nervous that he was just gonna reveal everything to her, but he knew what he was doing.
Well, and the thing is, without the frame of, oh, he's a precog, you can go, okay, he's seen some terrible stuff. He
Right.
grew up in some terrible places. Bro's seen some stuff. We understand.
I mean, what I seen about him was the power of vagina, because once he was able to go to the next level with her, he was just ready to. He was like, "I'll save you. I'll do what you need me to do. I'm taking out my earpiece." He totally changed his whole mission, but he did have an undertone of what he wanted to do to accomplish to save her life. So I'll give him that.
He sure did take.
But
But he was doing that before they slept together.
But he kind of went a little bit more hard. He kind of started listening to Vega, and but he always liked her from the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait a minute. Can we talk about Vega's feelings though? She looked like she was hurt throughout this whole time. I was like, I see you have a little crush there, Vega. Like,
I can see what's happening.
Exactly,
and
right.
they don't have a clue.
Now,
Akilah has a clue though.
Yeah. Oh, Akilah ships it. She's just like, kiss, kiss, kiss.
Exactly. She's waiting for it.
what's the actor that plays Dash again? What's his name? We didn't know his real name.
Stark Sands.
Stark Sands. Yeah.
Because he's playing it good. I mean, he's very gullible. Sometimes I was watching and like getting so mad at him, like,
Get it
why,
together.
why? But then, that's his character. I had to remember that he comes from nothing. He doesn't know. He never was a part of society. So I got to keep reminding myself that.
Right.
And it also pulls with what Arthur said about him last season. Like, you're seeing the good in everyone, and that's not what you should be looking at. You're too much of an optimist. And lo and behold, we have that, and then Fredi just kind of hooks him and strings him along for the rest of the episode.
Hey, come murder somebody. Come on in.
Which makes me wonder,
in.
how did Arthur just adjust so well? I mean, not that like
He
he's
doesn't
like the
get
best
the
person in the
visions,
world,
he just
but-
gets names.
Ah,
So if you
gotcha.
don't have a face and you don't have a method and you don't have anything horrific and bloody to put to it, you're just like, oh, Bob Smith.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joey whatever.
It doesn't bother him too much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once again, I still think that there's something with those cards. The
Yeah,
cards
the
that he writes
business
in.
cards?
There's something there. Why would you? I mean, come on now.
Because he's arrogant and he has a fake ID of his own.
Maybe.
As long as he doesn't go around saying, I'm totally a precog. Hello.
That's true. There's something underlying. I see it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There's
Again,
something.
without context, people don't go around thinking, we're going to meet one of the missing 3 precogs.
Right.
They don't think of that. Like, thinking about Agatha and Charlie, whom we'll get to in a little bit, Charlie didn't come to that conclusion until he had the context for it. No one's going to come to that conclusion for Arthur unless he outs himself. And Dash said a lot about his backstory, but again, it just sounds like, you poor kid with your druggy mother, you grew up in the slums, it was terrible.
Exactly.
And him throwing that in the rich guys' faces was just
The best.
beautiful.
The best.
And they were like, oh, hey.
Give that man a microphone to
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
Is that the Virginia Parkers?
He was like, I think maybe. I don't know.
if I don't know if the name comes from
I
Virginia.
love it. I love
That
it.
was good.
Oh, my
I love
God.
that.
That's
socked it
slick.
to them,
He's got a
yeah.
very slick mouth, and I enjoy that.
Exactly.
Really
I want to see more of that as it comes along, and I think we will, especially after this. I feel like he's growing. I feel like this is sad, but I feel like this is his adolescence, and he's like learning.
Oh, yeah.
As he goes along. We're gonna see a teenager stage of Dash. We're gonna see young adult. Then we're gonna see Dash in like full. I'm Dash.
Man.
Well, we've only got 10 episodes,
Dash
so we
I
better do
know.
it quick.
Sadly, only 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, it's kind of like you sometimes see this with kids who have been homeschooled all the way
Yeah.
through high school. Then they get in college and they don't know how to people.
Right.
I like that. They don't know how to people.
That is how do I people is one of my favorite character tropes. And so it's like, oh yeah, that's what about the precogs. He doesn't know anything about society and he doesn't, and I'm like, sign me up. I am in. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Agatha and Charlie. Let's talk about this
Yes.
because they bookended this episode. We had a bit at the beginning and we had a very important bit at the end and a few before commercial breaks because we just like ending on Charlie, this poor guy.
Poor Charlie.
Yeah.
I still think Agatha is not, I won't say the devil, but she's definitely evil.
She's evil.
Agatha's one bad. I'm just
Mamma
gonna shut my
jamma?
mouth. Yeah, she
I'm
is
still
like.
going with the ends justifying the means. I don't see her as evil, but I do see this becoming a problem.
You think she's having a crazy effect just like Fredi did?
I think she will do anything to save her brothers from the life that they previously had.
I wonder what she's.
That's what we don't know. We have no clue what she's up to.
She
so.
saw the schematics for the containment system that they were in.
Yeah.
And the question is was that the one they used in pre-crime or is that a new one that they're developing? We don't know. We didn't get any sort of clues for it.
Nothing.
No, she's super calm and collective. Takes a look at it. She's like,
But every show, she's the villain.
I'm saying Agatha is evil. I said it on the last show. She's evil. Believe me, Agatha is up to no good. You saw with Charlie how she kept bribing him, and
She's
there's
very
money
good at
here.
cleaning up.
Good.
You need to leave in 1 minute.
Super smart. Super
Yeah.
well, obviously because she has some help along with it, but
Sure.
still, her little dry wit there, and like,
She is incredibly good at cleaning up. She put him exactly where he needed to be. She gave him enough money to go to Arthur and get the identity he needed to go into the DIA of all places,
Wow.
which is the last place any of them want to be near, and get the files. I mean, he set off the scanner, but he, passed the questions, mother's maiden name, all that fun stuff. And evidently the search he was looking for was photonics containment.
right.
Which is, I guess, the nice jargon name for the milk bath.
Which makes me wonder. Like, I wonder if they're going to trace it back to her anyway.
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
You know what
I
I mean?
mean,
they
Arthur's
killed him.
been pretty good at fencing identities.
Yeah, that's true. They got him though, but they could look back. This is just me looking forward. They could look back and see what he got and why he was there.
Okay.
And like where the information traveled to. But then again, these people are smart. They're precogs. They see the future. I don't think she would set herself up for that unless she knows a way out.
Again, we're working with the idea that the future is not immutable. She's seen this vision, but that does not mean it's going to happen.
Right.
And that's the lie that they built precog on. So she could be spinning her wheels, or she could be putting the steps into motion that will make this vision happen. We just don't know.
She might be out for revenge. Like some serious revenge against them for doing that to her and her brothers and want to destroy it. I don't know. Like I said,
Honestly, given that she's still living on the island, which we actually got a name for it this episode.
The Hilltop?
Fiddlers something or other.
Oh, they met at Hilltop Cafe. My bad. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Hilltop Cafe is the cafe, but the island itself, they had
Fiddlers.
a postcard.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Fiddler's Neck.
Fiddler's Neck.
There we go. That is not at all foreboding. But yeah, evidently that is the name for the island of misfit toys, and Dash just keeps a postcard around that I guess Agatha sent him.
That was a pretty cool postcard though, because
I know,
it was
right?
moving and
Yeah.
like that was pretty cool.
The future postcards.
It's like the
you can
Harry
just
Potter
record.
pictures.
Yeah.
You could just record like, "Hey, I'm here over in San Francisco, or I'm here over in Asia."
Snapchat through the mail.
Through the
Oh
mail.
my gosh.
I'm pretty sure that like this portal
One
where it can
step
go and it
forward.
can just
yeah.
One step forward, 2 steps back. Snapchat through the mail. You can keep it for longer than 10 seconds.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, that I honestly think that Agatha, what she's done, will bring this down on their heads. She's trying so hard to prevent it, and her doing all of this is actually going to make it happen.
Right.
Because the other part of sending Charlie through all of the eye scans and whatnot is, surprise, surprise, he's still kind of a wanted criminal.
Yeah.
For like a lot. So they tracked him down here, and they won't let you leave alive. No, go out the back door.
I know.
And there they are.
See, that's
Exactly.
her
And
evil.
then it ended with her face and some scary music. Like, oh, what's going to happen next week? Like, oh my God.
I know that felt like a little bit of a Scream Queen episode. It was like,
It was a setup.
And that is right after he went, I know who you are. You're one of the precogs. I figured it out now that you essentially spoon-fed it to me.
Exactly. Now I'm
buddy,
gonna kill
the second
you.
you know that, now you're host.
Yes. I'm
Bye,
telling you,
Felicia.
she's coming.
She's evil. She's evil. She set it all up. She knew this would happen.
you are not an Agatha fan.
I'm
are
not.
you? You are not.
I'm not. Agatha, I am not a fan. I know you're evil.
I'm 50-50 with her. I don't know. Maybe
too.
she could, but
I'm kind of I'm on both of your sides where I don't know. I know she's just trying to protect her family, but I feel like there might be there's something underlying that she just wants to.
yeah.
Yeah.
She lost a part of her life, and
Can't
she,
even talk,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Somebody has to pay for that.
I'm actually looking at this through D&D alignments. I honestly think that she's true neutral, but that she has a goal. She doesn't sway good. She doesn't sway evil. It's, I'm doing this. I'm protecting my family. Everything else is secondary. Anything I have to do to make that work, I will do.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's
I
not
can't
like,
wait to go
I'm
to
going
the
to manipulate people because it's fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
I
definitely
agree.
a goal. There's definitely a goal behind it. Someone's gonna die, but there's a goal.
We're gonna have fun predictions later.
We're going to have fun predictions now, but later tonight. But for this episode, the preview for the next one. Oh my gosh. Is there anything else that you guys want to cover? Because we hit
Well, I
most
gotta
of the
say one
salient
thing.
points. Go for it.
one of my favorite parts is in the future we're going to have Obama money. So
Yes!
Wait, Obama in Australia?
I couldn't figure out the old lady, but I did see President Obama on that $50 or that $500 bill. And that was 6063, so I mean 2063, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 50 years, we're
so
going to
we'll
have
be
a
dead,
$500 bill with Obama on it.
Hey, I'll
Which is
take
going to
it.
be amazing. And evidently some money from Australia
That's
with
what
a
I'm
woman's
wondering.
face. Do any of you guys out there
It was-
know what that was?
It was
'Cause
Nicole.
none of us
It
had
was
any
Nicole
idea.
Kidman, I think. And
Are
she
you
from-
lying?
She's from Australia.
Fairly
Watch
certain
us, like,
that
go
was
back and
not
search to
Nicole.
No, she's from Australia. That's why I said
That's
that.
hilarious. But but that would have been funny because if I
Or Iggy Azalea. It was Iggy
It was
Azalea
Iggy.
in 50
it was
years.
definitely Iggy.
Oh, it's an old Iggy.
Poor Iggy.
But I'll show you. But that makes you
boy.
wonder. That makes you wonder. Like, what did we connect with Australia later on in the future?
Did we take it over?
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Let's see.
I wouldn't put it past us to take it over. We're kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
America, yes. They need to protect home, though. That's a whole other subject. I want to go Hawkeye another country because if a bomb hits... Matter of fact, they actually got to go to a screening for Beyond... I don't know, it was a movie about some crazy stuff, and we need to get our act together over here in America. And all of this
Bridge of
minority...
Spies?
It was, it's Idris Elba.
Oh, Beast
Beyond-
with
Beast with no
border.
Nation.
With no nation.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
So I got to go to the screening of that, and it's very scary if we had to live under those conditions after we were taken over by another country. But nobody's taking selfies then, trust me.
I'm sure.
I feel like that. There was a movie in the 70s, and it got remade recently with Chris Hemsworth, and it was Liam Hemsworth, and it was still awful, about essentially North Korea attacking America and
Yeah.
taking over, ? Like,
Yeah.
I cannot remember what it's called, but it bombed.
Yeah, but they have some points in there that are realistic to what could really happen that are scary.
But possibly in Beast with No Nation, definitely not in whatever the heck this other movie was.
No, I'm just saying, like, all this technology to watch us, you know,
Yeah.
definitely need to do, but watch them too because, you know.
Oh yeah, the Hawkeye program is still scary, and that's not going to be the last that we've seen of it. And I am actually waiting for it to come in and peg one of our protagonists. You know, should we just swing into predictions at this point? Because we're getting
Where's it
there.
at? It's
Yes.
coming. Where's the
We're going to
predictions
swing
at?
into predictions.
There it is. I knew it was coming.
Now,
Any lights?
your
Oh, there we
AfterBuzz.
go.
There we
I love
go.
the laser light show.
I like how our heads all looked and was waiting for
Like,
it.
we knew it was coming.
Good lord, it's like fish. Where's the light? Who wants to start?
I need some time, so you guys go start first.
I guess we can start down this end. But you know
Okay.
what? Predictions is Agatha definitely got something up her sleeve, and each show we're gonna get closer and closer to figure out what it is, whether it's for good or it's for bad or it's for family or it's for personal. And the Blake and Vega thing is gonna finally come out. You know, about them kicking it in the back in the day.
Getting some backstory.
The backstory and the something about Dash and Vega. I think there was a little jealousy in tonight's episode.
I saw it.
What do we think happened between Blake and Vega that he seems to be okay with things and she's very much not? And also he got promoted over her.
Well,
I don't think it was just them having a romantic relationship. I think there's
was
something
more.
else as well.
Yeah.
I can agree, but you know, when there's, you know, maybe she could have been more into the personal relationship, and then he got so opportunity to advance his career, and he said, "Forget the relationship, I'm taking the career." Who knows?
I think he
That's a
used
good
her personally. I think he was probably, you know, like, oh, Vega, she was probably the best one on the squad,
I
on the
agree.
little
yeah, that's a good point.
you know, at the academy or whatever. She had her dad, so she already had her training. It was in her blood. He probably saw that. He probably manipulated.
Manipulated?
Thank you.
Eminem.
Yes, that word. And I think he, you know, used her. I think so. I think that, and then also on different, my little predictions. Vega, not Vega, but the sister is still evil.
Agatha?
Agatha.
Forever will be.
Agatha.
One more thing, I think Ricky will come back. She's gonna pop up.
Yep.
Yeah?
I
I
think
think
that
she's
too.
gonna pop
think
up
so, too.
sooner or later on some, like, you know,
I do.
hey.
I think Ricky's coming back. Ricky or Fredi or whatever name she wants to go with.
Frederick.
she would definitely be back, and her and Dash are gonna get together. I think Vega's gonna try to step in and like break them up, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Well, Vega let her go. She didn't chase her, so
True.
I think she was already gone by the time they got there. Her asking Dash, "Where is she?" and him saying, "Oh, I just got here."
She
Well, who shot him? Somebody shot him.
He shot himself. I don't know. But
Like,
I know what was done.
He's a rich white boy with a gun. You expect to know what he's doing.
So I predict a love square.
Really?
Not a triangle, a square. Cause so Vega and Blake obviously has them together, right?
Side one.
Right, side one. But Vega, I think, also likes Dash. Let me see that.
yeah.
Okay. Then Dash and Frederica.
Side 3.
Okay. But then Dash also might have feelings for Vega.
Oh,
So we have a triangle with an extra leg over here.
Is that what it was?
We've got.
It's something.
right. Go ahead.
Oh no! I'm just saying. I see something happening there where it could be a mess,
Yeah.
whichever shape that it may be.
I have one
blame
more
me.
prediction.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
meant to
Do it.
It popped in my head.
Go ahead.
Earlier I knew, but I want to bring it up now. It's the fact that I think Blake is going to get jealous of Dash and really start to dive into Dash to find out that he is somebody he's not supposed
And
to be.
that's where I was going. No, definitely. I think they're gonna be things because the relationships are building and there's gonna be jealousy involved if we get there.
And he's like, what's he going to do this thing on the table? Like, hold on. What is this?
Whatever shape it was.
Hey, can we get that? Can we get a laser show for next
I know,
week?
really.
It was in Tron. We should have them by now.
Seriously, if we could use this.
Yeah. That's your
Is that a
triangle
touch
right
screen?
there.
That's a touch screen.
It's not. But
I would not recommend that.
it's not. But anyway, so I think that's gonna happen. I definitely think Agatha is gonna show more of her true colors, and something is gonna. There's something underlying with Agatha. I see. I feel you could be a little evil, but I also agree with both of you where she could just be, or with you more, where she just could be protecting her family, and she just doesn't know what's gonna happen or whatnot.
But does she have to do evil ways to protect her family?
It's the only way she
That's all
knows.
she knows.
Howard.
They kidnapped her and her brothers and
It's the
kept
only
them
way.
under for 6 years, seeing nothing but murders. If she is a little angry, I can't really blame her.
She has a
You know?
complex.
She's a little angry, and the sun's a little warm. So,
Can we get all of them in room? Arthur, Dash, and Agatha. Can we get all of them in one room at one
she
time?
has to do like 3D
I don't
Skype
know.
for that to
I
happen
know.
because Dash doesn't leave the
I'm
city.
saying.
I do think that what Agatha is doing to try to prevent her vision is actually going to bring it down on their heads.
Okay.
I agree with
We're
that.
going to go very Cassandra with us because why not? I think that Blake took credit for what Vega had done in the past, and that's why he got promoted over her. Because she has
see
made
that.
cracks about, I've done this and you took the credit before. If Fredi comes back, I think it won't be until the mythical season 2, such as it is. And I hope we get beyond 10 episodes. Oh my god.
Yeah, get these ratings up, people.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could talk about this in Insider Facts, but obviously, like a lot of you guys know, we've been looking. I looked at Hollywood Reporter and a whole bunch of other sites, and unfortunately, looks like Minority Report's not doing too well. They got chopped down to 10 episodes out of 13. So if you guys like it as much as we do, we want to give it a chance. You guys better start watching, start tweeting,
Watch
do
it
something.
legitimately.
Yes.
And tweet about it and do social media about it. And most importantly, have somebody come on the show. We want to bring somebody on this show. That'll definitely help
I'm
you
working on it.
because everybody watches the after show, so they might as well come on here for sure. We might
Seriously, you guys-
have bigger ratings than the show.
Watch it live. Watch it on your DVR. Watch it on Hulu. They have all the episodes the next day.
Fox now, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just do it legitimately, and then tweet your support to the creators, to the network itself, to all of that
Steven
fun stuff. and
Spielberg.
Just tell them we want more of this show. We are watching the show, and get your friends to watch the show because a very small, dedicated fan base to them doesn't mean as much as a huge gaggle of casual watchers. So
Right.
make the gaggle, guys. Make the gaggle.
Gaggle away. Remember
need
you like
shirts.
And
sex?
let's talk about the preview for next week that we had. Because we actually did get the fun little preview at the end of the episode, and it looks like our victim is Vega.
Vega better watch out now.
I am surprised that they went there in episode 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are not playing. I mean, these episodes are getting so much better. Props to you, Fox, because from episode 1 to episode 4, wow, so much
Yes.
better.
Yes.
I've heard a lot of people got turned off by the pilot, but I absolutely loved it.
love
And
the
it's
pilot.
only gone up from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yes, it's a show that you have to watch and continue to watch to understand. If you miss an episode, then you're going to get lost and you're going to get frustrated and want to watch it. So DVR it and Hulu it and Fox Now, like she said. It's a great show.
Was that a USC jersey that she pulled out?
It was Washington Red Cloud.
Washington Red
Because
Cloud.
they renamed the
Yeah.
I am so happy about that detail that they finally went, okay, we're 50 years into the future. Can we say that common sense prevailed in this aspect?
You think that was done on purpose for today being Columbus Day?
No, they actually had it from the season premiere. She was wearing Red Cloud's gear.
That's what's up.
That's her team. It's still a cloud with the little feathers in it, so I'm not sure how well the mascot designer worked, but you know what? They changed the name.
That was smart.
That's a great little detail, and I love it.
Great writer.
So we're moving up a little bit in the future.
Here's hoping.
Still the same social anxieties and the same pressures, but culturally.
The 1% being jokes are still the same. And I love that we're going to go into Vegas Pass next week because she's made it very clear that she hasn't dealt with what she feels about her father's loss, and she hasn't dealt with any of that. And they brought it up in the preview.
Yeah.
Do we remember how her father passed away? Or did she ever?
He was killed.
He was killed.
Yeah.
I wonder.
He was a cop and he was killed.
I wonder if Blake was there during the situation. Vega was there during the situation. Was she already a cop?
I don't know.
I think she might have already been a cop. I'm not sure about the timeline on that one. But I think if Blake had anything to do with it, there would be a lot more animosity in their relationship than there is now.
It's more
I think a lot of what happened was more political than anything else.
Yeah, relationship tension.
Jealousy.
Yeah, because if you don't want to work under someone who was involved in your dad's murder. That that doesn't work very well.
But we will see because it's all coming.
We will. So we hear a lot. We hear a ticking sound. We see a guy with a pocket watch, and supposedly Vega's the next murderer. And this, I feel like this is something they would have hit later on in the season. I'm kind of impressed that they're doing it so quickly. Unless they're rearranging episodes, because
Which is what I was going to say right now. I was like, they just gave up, and they're just like, you know what? Here's episode 8.
Yeah, they already killed Charlie. No more Charlie already.
Okay.
He's gone.
Fox, give us a little bit more time. Just a little bit.
Just
We're
not getting
working on
better.
it. We promise.
I mean, why would you take it off and put something else on? His mind would just run it out.
Did you watch Almost Human? Did you watch Firefly?
They did the same thing. Fox just goes and goes for it.
Unfortunately, this is what the network does a lot, is they get their hands on a really good sci-fi show that may have a slightly higher budgetary requirement than normal stuff. And if it doesn't perform stunningly out of the gate, they cut their losses and move on.
Yeah.
And Fox as a network isn't one of the big three and can't afford to hold on to stuff that's not going to get them tons and tons of return, which is why we really need to increase the fan base for this show, you guys. If we want more of this from Fox, we have to show Fox that it is worth their while, and it is.
Exactly, Fox. What you need to do is just put it on Wednesday nights before Empire. Just put it on before Empire.
Everything on before Empire. Everyone's getting ready.
Everybody's already watching it. Put it on after Empire. Before or after, and everybody will be good.
So have Empire tentpole it then.
What's that?
Tentpole is a show that's doing really, really well on a network. So when they're trying to introduce another show, they'll usually have it before or after.
Yeah.
In much the same way that Arrow is a tentpole on CW, and they had iZombie tentpole at that. They had it for the Flash. They had it. Tentpole. Yeah.
And
The big one in the middle that holds up the rest of the tent.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got
And that's
you.
what Rosewood is to Empire right now.
Well, you know what?
Rosewood
While we're
isn't
talking
that,
about Fox, I do like Grandfather. It's funny.
That's my show. Catch me on Wednesdays.
Segue.
Thank you very much.
And Grinder. Tuesday nights on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Well, Monday night. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm a Fox guy.
Just watch Fox.
Just leave it on that channel.
Seriously, guys, watch the show. Watch it in ways that Fox will know about. Get your friends to watch the show, because seriously, the show is amazing. And if you would like to support us and AfterBuzz as a network, there's a way you can do that too. If you get on iTunes, if you subscribe and like and review and leave comments and all of that fun stuff, especially rating us 5 stars and leaving a review, it lets our supervisors and our producers know that, hey, we really like this group of people talking about weird future stuff and societal mores that don't seem to change in 50 years. Let's keep them around. They seem to enjoy this.
Yeah.
We would like to be around as long as Minority Report is around, and we would like that to be for a good long while.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep the Minority Report after show on the air, comment, subscribe, tweet us, tell us you love us, leave reviews on iTunes, all of that wonderful stuff. And if you leave reviews, we will read them on the show and give you a shout out. And if you want to keep Minority Report on the air, which we really do, you guys,
Please,
come on.
give it a chance, y'all.
Yeah.
Watch the show, tweet about the show, get your friends to watch the show. Good times. Do the thing.
Definitely.
Cheers.
Does anyone have any final thoughts on this episode?
I loved it.
It was good. It was a great
so
episode.
good.
It was a good
I loved
episode,
it.
definitely.
I'm excited to see that more and more backstories are being revealed. And once again, I said, like I said before, I hope we get the chance to see it in the next coming episodes.
I think we will, just given the preview that we had.
And since you're the boss out here, you should definitely try to get Charlie now that he's dead. Like, Charlie, come spill Charlie, come spill some secrets on here, Charlie. Come tell us something that we don't know.
Gee, Katie, go book the dead guy.
Like, come on here. We got a seat right here in the middle.
He's probably like, well, I'm not doing
He's like, I'm not doing anything.
He's probably doing another project at this point.
Come on here.
Anyway,
Get Charlie
Cameron,
and
where
get
can the people find you?
Listen, you know where you can find me? Find me at Cameron Penny on Instagram.
Howard, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Howard III, and also on my brand new website. So excited! Yeah, HowardThe3rd.com. Check me out.
Okay. Once again, guys, it's your boy Nino. You can find me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, catch me on Grandfather on Wednesdays. Are You the One? And also Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which premieres tomorrow. Oh, Todrick too. Todrick on MTV.
Yes. And I'm Katie Cullen. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at KiaXet. That's KIAXET, and on Snapchat at Kia Prime. I am also on so many of the shows here, you guys.
Yes, she is.
Z Nation, Blind Spot, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming up next. Arrow's back. Star Wars Rebels starts this week, and Ruby is coming back, you guys. I'm so excited.
Oh wow!
Thanks to everyone for watching the show, and we will see you in the future. Next week.
Later, guys.
2063.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.